Recording in progress.
All right, Coach, let's start up with the positive here. 21-point deficit in the fourth quarter. You cut it to 5. How were you able to get yourself back into the ball game?
We just competed. The guys that were in the game, they competed. That was it.
The second quarter, Coach, obviously frustrations boiling over. 5 technical fouls, 4 in 2 minutes. Did you get any type of explanation what was going on and why those technicals were called?
Our guys thought they got fouled, and we did get the call. However, we're not going to get those calls. We haven't earned them. So what are we complaining about? Until we earn it, we're not going to get that. That's the deal. I'll talk to our guys about it. We have to keep our composure. Our margin for error is too small to do what we did tonight.
So you guys had a discussion just about like, hey, we just got to keep our emotions in check during those situations?
Absolutely. Like, we need Josh. We need Jonas. Jackson Hayes can't get technicals. Like, we need everybody to compete and play at a high level right now to win a game.
You guys got it down to 1, I think, with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Just what do you see, I guess, the rest of those 4 minutes of the third?
Like I said, we competed. The guys that were on the floor competed. We played hard. We shared the ball, 24 assists, 9 turnovers, but it's not enough when, number one, we're not healthy, and we're losing guys. It's not enough. We all have to be in it together. And if we lose one main guy like we did tonight, it hurts us.
On the court, JV, I think, had 16 in the first 14 minutes, I think, of the game, 9 the rest of the way. What did they do to kind of take him out of what was working for you guys early on?
I just thought he got tired. You know, he played a lot of minutes. I played JV 39 minutes coming off the road. He's been playing his tail off night in and night out. I thought he got fatigued down the stretch, and I couldn't afford to take him out the game.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. You got a level of frustration, and how much of that is just that quarter, this game, the losing streak? I guess just where is your head right now, just as far as where you're feeling the most frustration?
It's this game. It's not the losing streak. It's not one quarter. It's the way our approach to this game. And there was moments in the game where we had guys on the floor that just didn't compete hard enough for me, hard enough for our team. And that's a non-negotiable for me. That's the deal. That's where we are. And as the leader of this team, I can't have that. I can't have guys on the floor if they're not going to give 110%.
So I guess as the leader, what do you have to do now as a reaction to that?
Call them up. Tomorrow in practice, you just call them up. Not out, but up. Up is we're better than this. We're better than to come home and get down 21 on our home floor. But our approach has to be better. My approach has to be better. I got to get the team prepared to play. And I did a poor job tonight.
Just kind of, I mean, we've heard you say call them up instead of call them out before. Just where does that, I mean, does that kind of go into the philosophy of what you were talking about before about preaching the positives while making sure you get the negative across?
It's a collaboration of showing them this is how you play, this is what you're capable of, but this is what you did tonight or the night before or what have you. It's reinforcing who they are. And these guys, they play hard, they work together, but we can't have moments like tonight. That's it.
And when you say you didn't see the compete level where it needed to be, I guess where did you see that? You know, what parts of the game or what happened during the game made you say we're not competing the way we need to?
At some point in the third quarter, where they stretched the lead out on us, and then we put our heads down and just said, okay, enough is enough. You saw us get back into the game pretty quickly once that happened. But we can't wait till the third quarter. We got to do it for 4 quarters.
I'm sorry, just one more. Nikhil helped you guys get back into that game in the fourth quarter. What did you think of his overall approach tonight?
Great. Great to see Nikhil be aggressive, be confident, shoot open shots, and just play the right way. That's what he did. And when he does that, he's capable of having games like he had tonight. 33 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Low turnover game for him. no turnovers. So that's a Nikhil that, maybe he doesn't have 33 every night, but he's capable of having big nights if he just continues to play solid. I'm proud of him, of the way that he played. All right.
In progress.
And Nikhil, Willie sounded about as frustrated as we've heard him all season, just about the technical fouls in the second quarter. Just kind of what was the gist of the message from him, after the game about keeping emotions in check?
After the game, didn't really say much, but at half, it was just just being able to play through adversity and maturity, not letting our emotions get the best of us.
And you were able to get it going tonight, pretty efficient night. Just what was working for you out there?
Free throws. One of the main things was like a clear mind. I definitely past few games just trying to get back to like myself, and been watching a lot of sermons and getting back to my faith, like my roots, and so like just being able to play with faith and let go and let God kind of thing.
We talked about it last game, where you kind of felt like that was the game where you were just going to try to let everything go and start to get back to it. Getting to the rim was kind of part of that. Was that kind of in your game plan tonight to try and use that to get yourself going?
Yeah. Early, coach got on me about just my shot selection in the first half, first quarter, second quarter area, and then that just kind of put in my mind, like he likes to say, like calling you up, not out, and it's just about how you respond. I took it as like an accountability check, and I did what he asked.
For you, do you feel like if shots aren't falling, like you need to kind of program it to where, look, if I get to the rim, I can start to kind of play off of that a little bit more?
When I just kind of look at the whole season thus far, if I wrote down percentages, it'd probably tell me and lead towards that. And so just not forcing it, but still trying to be aggressive and turn that corner.
And Coach also mentioned that he was frustrated just with the compete level in the third quarter. Felt like he saw guys, heads down, getting a little frustrated when the league started expanding. I guess how much did you kind of feel that out there, and how do you respond to that when the losing streak is going and guys wanted to turn around, but it just seems like everything's going wrong?
I think it's just about like the will, the want to, realizing that teams aren't going to feel sorry for us and give us one. We can't just be out there and get a win. It's one of those games where we're going to have to literally fight each night just to win. Like, we have to go out there and win the game. We have to take it. We have to be the aggressors from start to finish. It's just about us as a competing level, not getting down, understanding that there's runs. Like, if anything in these past 12 games, it's taught us that there's going to be runs. And it's just about how we respond.
And you were here a couple of years ago, during that 13-game losing streak. I guess when these losses start piling up like this, how hard is it just to get out of it and feel like you can break out of this and finally get it on the right track?
Life is what you make it. It's just a simple way to put it. It's the NBA, but it's hard. But at the end of the day, it was hard to make it here. Yeah, we did. So I think it's just about our mental, our focus, and really trying to win, really trying to do more than just what we're doing and feeling like, oh, well, I competed. And it's not going to work. It's the world's best. So we just got to do more. Thank you.
He was probably as frustrated as we've seen from a media perspective after this game, just about the technical fouls in the second quarter. Just kind of looking back, did you think they were deserved? Do you guys think, maybe emotions got out of hand a little bit? Just what do you see during that stretch?
Well, yeah, we play with emotions. We play, we play to win. So, yeah, emotions are there. Yeah, well, it's done now. We can't rewind the time and take them away. So, yeah.
And I guess what was just kind of, the message that Willie did deliver about what happened in the second quarter to you guys?
Say again? What was the
What
question?
did Willie just say to you guys about that stretch in the second quarter? You guys picked up all those technical fouls.
Well, that's not good. It's better off with no technical fouls. But happened what happened. We can't turn the time back.
I think you had like 16 points in the first, maybe 13, 14 minutes, and they kind of started to slow you down the rest of it. Were they doing anything, or was it, Willie mentioned that maybe the minutes load was maybe starting to catch up, especially coming off the road trip? Were you feeling it at all?
I'm good. They were aggressive second half. They were, all over the place, double teaming, poking, bringing somebody to, kind of shade defense. So we all got to be better. It sounds like a broken record, but, we're not going to give up.
Were you surprised at all how many techs ended up getting called in that second quarter? And, how much of that is just frustration about those individual calls, or just losses, or, where do you think some of that came from?
Let's leave that away. That's, technicals is technicals. Sometimes when you want a lot, you can't control your emotions, and when you care a lot, you can't control. So, happen what happened. We can't. I'm gonna say it again. We can't we can't turn the clock back.
Yeah, and it's been I'm guessing a really long time since you experienced a losing streak like this. So I guess, how are you kind of dealing with it, and what do you see from this team, and as far as what do they need to do to turn it around?
I see one thing, that we're not gonna give up. We're not gonna stay home. We're gonna come back, fight again, win or lose. We're gonna fight again till this thing gonna turn over. We're gonna keep believing it. We're gonna keep fighting, and we're gonna keep doing what we do. This thing has to come around. Yeah, we're going through the tough one. Nobody expected that. Nobody wants that. But what we should do? Stay home? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to come back. We're going to practice tomorrow. We're going to come back, play again, and we're going to stick together. That's what we can do.